Greetings, people of God. We now move on to the book of Genesis chapter 4. Verse 1 tells us that now Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain. Let's wait a bit there. That word knew, I actually highlighted it in my physical Bible because it continues to appear even throughout. I will show you it will continue to appear even throughout the Old Testament and even the New Testament. So it just made me to start to wonder and to think, what kind of knowing is this? It's a knowing which is more intimate. I believe if you are going to be asked today, do you know this guy? You say, yes, I do know him, because you'll be referring to the fact that you know maybe his age, you know where he comes from, you know his parents, and so on and so on. So you even know them maybe on a personal level. But this kind of knowledge is a knowledge which produces results. This is a knowledge which when it is there is something tangible which comes out. So this is the type of knowledge which is being spoken of. So it's not actually an error. That knowing, there is a kind of knowing which produces results. It's more of an intimate knowledge, knowing on a deeper and a personal level. So it's the very same thing. You get to a point of knowing God on a more intimate level, a more personal level. And in that level, in that realm, that's where you start to see results now. Your journey with God will not produce results up until you begin to know Him to this kind of level. There is a level which brings conception and brings results. You start to see your life bring forth fruit. That's the same way you hear that we will get to the New Testament, but there is what is called the fruit of the Spirit. So it means that His union with you as He is coming to dwell you and to overflood your heart. It will come to a point that He will begin to bear fruit through you, and your life will start to show people that yes, this one is someone who is invested in knowing the Spirit of God. So that joy, that peace, that faithfulness, and all those fruits will start to come forth. Okay, we want to talk about the issue of Cain and Abel. You hear when we read verses 3 and 4 that, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought forth an offering of fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. And the Lord respected Abel and his offering. Verse 5, but He did not respect Cain and his offering. And Cain was very angry, and his countenance fell. Okay, I won't continue. You just continue reading. Let's talk a bit there. You hear that these two now came, and the order of it, the Bible records that it was Cain who actually went first before the presence of God, and he went with whatever he was carrying. Then we also hear that Abel went with the firstborn of his flock and their fate, to tell us that even his attitude towards giving was different than that of Cain. The reason why it's recorded that in their fate, it's just trying to show you that he didn't just go with anything to God. He went with the best. Okay, but that's not what's really important. I want you to see now how God is reacting whenever we are coming before Him. These two went before God. Okay, so God now did not respect Cain and his offering. Do you see that? The Bible tells us clearly, if you are going to go back to verse 5 there, verse 4 and verse 5, okay, but he did not respect Cain and his offering. You see that? From verse 4 you will check, and the Lord respected Abel and his offering. So that's just trying to highlight what God really does whenever you are going before Him. Be it you are going before Him with your worship, you are worshiping Him. Be it you are going before Him with a prayer itself. What God first respects, what God first sees, it's you, the one who is praying, the one who is giving, the one who is worshiping. So it's not about the voice, it's not about the tears which are coming down your tears as you are praying. No, down your cheeks as you are praying. No. It's not even about the stomach which is empty or the lips which are dry whilst you are fasting. No, it's you first, then what you are doing, you see. So God starts to look at you, and if he looks at you and you do not come to mark, because he is weighing your heart, and if it does happen that after weighing you he sees that your motives and everything on you, it doesn't align with what he is looking for, then whatever you have brought, no matter how good it might even be, it won't be received and it won't be respected before God. So what we're just trying to say here is, now try and change your attitude whenever you are going before God in prayer, whenever you are going before God, even when you are worshiping, everything you are doing in the house of God, even when you go before people to preach, just know that the vessel which God uses is the vessel which takes very, very important. This should be something which you take very seriously and importantly, because you should know that God looks at the hearts. We will see this as we continue. But you will now find out that the reason why God had been refusing Cain from all this time is because there was sin already in his heart. You will find out that Cain goes on to kill Abel, but God had already identified this. This is why he didn't actually receive Cain's gift to begin with. So as we continue down, Cain, it was just now an act, but God had already seen the evil in his heart. So Cain just went on to do it physically, but God had already seen the murder in Cain's heart. That's why he didn't receive Cain's gift, because Cain's gift was a gift stained with the blood of Abel already. So God was warning him, do that which is right, Cain. Otherwise, sin is hunting you. The reason why I didn't receive your gift is because in your heart you have a place where you have allocated for sin. You are accommodating sin, you are accommodating jealousy, you are accommodating envy, you are accommodating a lot of things in that heart. But I value that heart, so I want to receive your heart first, then whatever you are bringing. So I believe that's what we have to talk about for now. Let's end here for today. God bless you. God bless you richly. I believe he is continuing to help you even on your word study. Let's continue reading the word. Let's continue reading the word. God bless you.